Michigan, as it turned out, had all the points they needed to win this game in their first two possessions. Each drive capped by a long touchdown run by Donovan Edwards. Margin was 7 at halftime, but Washington had some momentum right away. A quick takeaway, a Penix interception. At third quarter, kind of a grinding quarter. Exchange of field goals as the guys get to wear the flashy glasses that go to the ones who create a takeaway. Third championship is considered the Pole era, which goes back to 1936. But again, unlike the one in '97, this was consensus, one on the field.
How about
unanimous?
Michigan 303 yards rushing. That's a championship game record. Washington had 301 total yards. So they had more yards rushing than Washington had total yards.
4 rushing touchdowns. We know that many amazing Blue fans might want to pick up some CFP National Championship merch. You can get it right now. Shop.collegefootballplayoff.com. Get the order in. Jim Harbaugh finally did get down. It's just the persistence of a veteran football team, Kirk, because they missed him the first time. But as he sets up with Holly here, he's distracted.
Bingo.
Boom,
Bingo. They got it. All right. Now we go.
He's not thrilled. And there's his brother John. Hey, what about the possibility that Harbaugh could win the national championship and the Super Bowl? John is the top seed in the AFC, and there is Jack. Nobody has it better than the Harbaughs tonight.
That's so good.
Mr. Harbaugh.
He said best coach. There's Mom. That's awesome, man. Good for them. What a night. Said his best coach he's ever been around is Jack Harbaugh.
Well, that was, again, part of the stories that Harbaugh was telling us. His dad's an assistant coach in Iowa, living in this little house. He and John, it's all they've known, really. It's all they've known growing up around football, playing, and eventually coaching.
This team will be celebrated in Ann Arbor forever, and they should be.
Reese Davis on the platform there to take us through the trophy presentation. Reese.
It is a delighted trophy stand here as the Michigan Wolverines are the college football playoff national champions. I want to take a minute to congratulate not only the victors valiant, but also congratulate Washington on a wonderful season, hard-fought game, one befitting of a title match that we had tonight. Before we present this trophy, which has been the ultimate goal, we want to talk to the players of the game first. The offensive player of the game tonight from Michigan is Blake Corum. Blake, you guys were able to set the tone early. You ran for more yards in the first half than Washington had given up in a game all season. How do you think that set the tone for the rest of the night?
We knew we needed to set it early. The offensive line, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the tight ends and receivers. Y'all really killed it today. Michigan, we did this for you.
You were coming back off an injury, didn't get a chance to do the things you wanted to do a year ago, and you guys had a singular focus all year. Now that this moment's been realized, how does it compare to what you imagined it would be?
This is everything I imagined. When we said to come back, it was a lot of us. We said we had unfinished business. So I'll leave y'all with this. Business is finished.
The business was indeed finished. Over 100 yards tonight, found his way to the end zone repeatedly as he has throughout his career. The defensive player of the game tonight really turned things around early in the second half. The great defensive back, Will Johnson, both wearing number 2, by the way. Number 2 is a good night for teams that are going to be number 1. Will, tell me about the play. Washington gained a little momentum late in the first half, but you came out and made a play along the sideline with just a spectacular interception.
Man, that's all credit to Coach Minter. The D-line up front, they made that play for me, and I just capitalized on it.
You guys seem to have this prolific passing attack, and particularly Michael Penix, who's a great quarterback, but you had him off rhythm and uncomfortable all night. How did you go about doing that?
First of all, I just want to give credit to those guys. Those coaches over there, they did a great job all season in this game too. But like I said, preparation, Coach Minter, Coach Herb, Coach Harbaugh, they had us in the right position this game.
Why has this team been able and been so good at avoiding distractions?
Just faith in God. We just thank God for where we are. He had our back all year. We had faith in him all year through all the ups and downs, and that's what got us here today.
Will, congratulations. Will Johnson, the defensive player of the game. And now let's talk, if I can find him, the head coach of the Wolverines, Jim Harbaugh. Hey, Jim, congratulations.
Thank you.
I heard you tell Holly Rowe that each one of these pieces of confetti had a story. What story are these confetti pieces telling right now?
It was a journey, a spiritual journey. Just took counsel from God, the Holy Spirit, this team, everybody, unanimous support for each other. I ain't got a question, but my dad does.
Jack Harbaugh, what's your question?
I have a question. A question, if I might. Who has us? No!
What does this mean, Jim, to be able to share this? Those look good on you, pal. Those look good on you.
Will Johnson, too. Will Johnson, too.
What does it mean to be able to share this with your dad, your brother John here, and to reach this pinnacle for university in a place you love?
Yeah, I just want to say to my two great loves, my family at work, this team, and my family at home, I love you. I love you. Congratulations.
Jim, when you think about what your mission was when you came back to Michigan, a Michigan man, which you says means so much to you, what does this mean for Michigan football big picture in the modern era, the first undisputed championship?
15-0. This is a spectacular team, and I would just say there are over 100 Michigan men that are on this team in uniform tonight, and what they've done for the last 372 days is amazing. They're champions, simply known as national champions. Pull it down! Pull it down! We did that! We did that!
Did it indeed, and to the victor, the spoils, Bill Hancock. Present. Jim, you might want to stick around for this part. Bill Hancock, the executive director of the College Football Playoff, to present the national championship trophy to Michigan.
Thank you, Reese. Tonight, with this awesome crowd in this wonderful building, is a fitting conclusion to the 10th College Football Playoff. And I'm here tonight on behalf of the conferences and schools that administer the playoff to present the national championship trophy to Coach Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan Wolverines.
There it is. They won't pull that down. Chris, as they say in Ann Arbor, conquering heroes, victors valiant, Michigan national champions for the 2023 season. Chris, back to you.
Now, Reese, thank you. And as Harbaugh said, we did that. That was an interesting side of Harbaugh that you don't ever see.